Hi guys, thank you so much for joining me in this video. I'm so happy to have you here today. So today I'm going to be talking about studying in Iceland, University of Iceland as our primary focus. Iceland is an island in Europe and it is isolated in the ocean. It is far away from the mainland of Europe, but it is um, a member of the Schengen area. That means that if you are living in Iceland, you can visit the Europe mainland, the Schengen area, all the countries in the Schengen area, just name it, Germany, France, and a lot of other countries that are in the Schengen area. You can visit them, and then you can return to your country. So you visit based on the rules of Schengen area. So and Iceland has a population of about almost 395,000 people. So not so highly populated, but reasonably populated as well. So, and like I've said, because of the fact that you can access European Union countries from Iceland, either you are a citizen or you are an international student, as far as you are a resident of Iceland, you can visit any of those countries. So many people are using Iceland to network into the many part of Europe. So because Iceland is very, very easy to access right now, once you have an admission there, even the University of Iceland, the admission rate is very, very high, and the acceptance rate is really high, and then it is located in a country where the resident permit approval rate, the visa approval rate is very, very high because they want many people to come into the country. You get what I'm trying to say there. So because of that, many people are really going are trooping there to for migration, and then through that they network the rest of Europe, and then if they now find something better or a job or something like that, they can then migrate to any country they want. But being in Iceland officially give you access to the Schengen area, then you can network through that process. So now, studying in Iceland has a lot of other advantages. One of them is that access to Schengen area that I have mentioned. Another advantage is that there are English taught programs, a lot of English taught programs that you can actually take advantage of. Another advantage is the low study and application fee because in University of Iceland in particular, there is no tuition. You are not paying any tuition in University of Iceland. The only thing you'll be paying is annual registration fee, which is about 426 euro. That's basically all. And then if you're a non-EU member, you might be required to pay processing fee. So, and if you're applying for the application fee, you pay approximately $15. That's it. So everything you are paying is still less than $700. Everything you are paying. So that is very reasonable. That's very, very reasonable. And in the following year, it's going to reduce because you won't be paying application fee again in the following year. So it is a very, very reasonable option that many people are considering. And so once they pick you, you just find your proof of fund, and then you find out the remaining requirements for the resident permit, and you migrate. So another advantage is they have English taught international programs. So although majority of their bachelor's programs are in Icelandic, so but because their international program and their international programs, both at the bachelor's level and postgraduate level, are in English. Many people are dropping them, but they have many English taught program at the postgraduate level, masters, PhDs, and related courses like that. They have many of such in English language. So giving a lot of international students opportunity to come in through postgraduate studies. But then you can also get courses in at the bachelor's level that are taught in English. They have international courses at the bachelor's level as well, but it's easier to get it at the master's level because it's much more at the master's level. That's the point I want to drive there. So there are a lot of university in Iceland. I need to mention that as well. A lot of university, about 12 of them there about. So let me quickly mention the University of Iceland, then Ola University, University of Akureyri, Reykjavik University, Iceland University of the Arts, Agricultural University of Iceland, Bifrost University, the University Center of the Westfield, Iceland School of Energy, Iceland College of Education, the School of Renewable Energy Sciences, and the United Nations University. Those are the universities in Iceland. And then, but in this video, I'll be focusing especially on the University of Iceland because it's basically the most prestigious university in Iceland. So it was founded in 1911, and the University of Iceland is a public research institute with large number of degree taught in English language. So that's the picture I want to paint for you first. You know, they have a lot of um, degrees taught in English language, both at the undergraduate and the graduate level. And then it has a very high approval rate, like I've said. And then the country itself has a very high study permit approval rate. Most people that apply there get the study permit approved. So now let's quickly go to how to apply to this university. I have links in the video description that you can actually utilize, but I will advise you to also listen to this video so that you can get most of the information that I have for you here. So the first thing you have to do is to find the right program, and you have to visit the website to do that. So when you get the right program, then you check the admission requirement of that program. If you meet the admission requirement, the next thing you check is the language of the program. You check if the language, if the program is in English or Icelandic, and make sure that you meet the requirements. So if it is in English, most of them in postgraduate and some in the undergraduate, you want to be sure that you have the requirement. The requirement is the CEFA B2 level in English language. If it is an Icelandic language, you have to have CEFA B2 level in Icelandic. So, but I know most of people watching this will be interested in English language program. So you must have a CEFA B2, B2 level in English. So how do you prove that? Well, let's leave that out for now, and I'm going to explain how to prove that. So once you have the CEFA B2 level, you can apply to masters, bachelors, PhDs, postdoc, anyone you're interested in, or even undergraduates, anyone you're interested in, you can apply to it. So the following are the ways you can actually prove it. You can use that TOEFL greater than or equal to 79, IELTS greater than or equal to 6.5, CLB, or PTE, that's piercing, um, greater than or equal to 58. Those are the options that are available for you. For more details about the English language proficiency requirement, you have to check the description of this video. It will take you directly to where you're going to see further information about it. So then the next thing is to check the application deadline. You want to check when they apply. The application is usually open in December, around 12th of December. So that's around second week of December, and it's usually closed on around 1st of February. That's when it's usually closed. So if you know you want to apply, it is advisable that you get your English proficiency ready. English proficiency, you get them ready. The PT or the IELTS or the TOEFL, whichever is affordable and more okay for you. But of all of them, the Pearson is the cheapest. So you might just want to consider it. So, but they accept any of the three. Get it ready. Then, so once the time for the application comes, the next thing for you to do is to send your application documents. Now, for sending of the application documents, they don't accept scanning of the documents, uploading of scanning of documents and something like transcript and certificate. No, you have to tell your school, your university, to send your transcript directly from your school to the university, to the Iceland University, and that transcript must be sent by someone who is official, who represents the school, and it must be sent from the official email of the school to the university, to Iceland, University of Iceland, so that they can recognize it and accept it. So um, then after you've done that, you go to the online application, link in the description of this video. You fill out the online application form, and then you submit that. You can submit all that document that they are asking for online, but you see the transcript, it must be sent directly from your school to University of Iceland. So after that that has been done, then the non-EEA students, that is non-EU students, most of the category in which most African countries belong to, they will be required to pay application fee. That's what I was talking about the other time. And that application fee is around $50. They call it processing fee. It's quite important that you pay it. So after you have now paid that, after you have paid that and they accept your application, the next thing for you is to pay the annual registration fee, which I said is €426 the other time. Once you have paid the annual registration fee and you have paid the processing fee of around €114, and they've confirmed your payment, the next thing for you to do is to apply for resident permit. Get all the documents needed together, your international passport, proof of funds certificate, birth certificate, all of those certificates, like all those see things that are required. Get everything, and you go to the uh, you apply on the their website, the immigration website, and then if you are required to visit the embassy, then you visit and you complete whatever you need to complete. So once you submit the application, the next thing for you to do is to wait for the result of the study permit application, basically. So that's it. University of Iceland has a lot of English taught programs. So don't be scared to apply there. They have a lot of English taught programs, and you can be sure that you're going to be studying in English language. So that is it for now. And once your resident permit comes out, you can pack your load and migrate according to the allowance of your study permit. So please like this video, subscribe, comment, share it with your friends. Subscribe if you have not subscribed, because I'll be bringing more information for you that will can change your life. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.